In question 5, we're asked to prepare a bank reconciliation. And you'll notice that down here we have both a column for the bank information as well as a column for the company's books, which is the company's record of cash according to the accounting records. And the starting point is always to begin with the ending cash balances, both per the bank statement, which is provided up here, and per the company's books, which is provided here. And then we go ahead and address these bullet points. So we see first off that the bank deducted $220 for an NSF check, non-sufficient funds, from a customer deposited on September 15th. So we thought that was a good check when we received it, and we would have included the $220 in our cash balance. But now we have the bank statement and we see that it was a bad check. So we need to put that amount as a deduction from the company's book balance because we really didn't get that $220 from our customer. That was a bad check. Then we have these cash receipts on September 30th that were put into the bank's night depository after banking hours. So that means this deposit is not shown on the September 30th bank statement. So this is a deposit in transit, and the bank doesn't know about that amount, and so we need to put that as an addition, that deposit in transit over here in the bank section. Then we have a $34 debit memorandum, and all that means is the bank charged us $34 for checks that they printed. And so this means we have less cash in the bank account, and we found out about this charge when we got the bank statement. So we need to subtract over here in the deduction section $34 for these bank charges. The outstanding checks of $14.30, these are checks that we've written that we know about and therefore would have subtracted in getting to this ending cash balance per books. But because they're outstanding, meaning they have not yet cleared the bank doesn't know about them. So we need to subtract the outstanding checks over here in the deduction section. Then there was a credit memorandum on the bank statement. That means that's a deposit showing on the bank statement in the amount of $970. And that was for an electronic funds transfer. A customer transferred that through the bank in payment on their account. So that's money we didn't know about till we got the bank statement. Therefore, we need to put it into the additions section here for the company's books for the amount of that deposit. And then finally, last one, included with the canceled checks was a check for $370. And this was a check written by another company, not by us. So the bank made a mistake and included it in the canceled checks that we wrote. In other words, they subtracted $370 from our bank account for this check that we didn't even write. It was written by another company. So the bank needs to fix that mistake, and we'll also note that here in the additions section on the bank side of the bank reconciliation. So once you add and subtract all these additions and deductions, you'll come up with the new up-to-date ending cash balances for both the bank and the books, and these two amounts should agree.